dazed, disoriented, and confused. That's how I found myself almost 4 years ago laying in the floor when my wife walked in the house that day. I was slipping in and out of a diabetic coma. She took me to the hospital where they checked my glucose level. Lo and behold, 150 and below is normal. Mine, 786. I was at stroke level at the age of 42. You may ask me, well, what is type 2 diabetes? And how many people are affected by type 2? Type 2 diabetic, according to American Diabetic Association, there are 26 million diabetics total. Of those 26 million, 90 to 95% are type 2 diabetics. You say, well, Mark, I'm not at risk. Well, yeah, you are. If you're alive, you're human, and you have a heartbeat, you really are at risk. Here are some risk factors according to the American Diabetic Association. It's relational to the belly fat that you have. Do you have some extra belly fat? You're at risk. You have a family history. How about low HDL but high triglyceride levels? You're at risk. You have high blood pressure, sedentary lifestyle, high stress. Yeah, those are all factors. And it really hit me whenever I was 42. And lo and behold, American Diabetic Association also says this is the age you're usually diagnosed with it, between the ages of 40 to 50. You see, this all could have been averted. Yes, I have a family history of it, but I probably could have diverted a lot of it because I didn't take my lifestyle or my eating habits very, very serious. You see, according to the American Diabetic Association, they also bring to the fact that it's a lifestyle. In today's time, when we eat mostly preservatives, foods just stuffed with preservatives, loaded with it. Even milk has sugar in it. We ingest so much sugar into our system that we really don't have a clue of how much we're taking in. Well, it takes a change of lifestyle. For me, I lost 68 pounds. I began to make it a regular deal for me to go and walk a minimum of 2 miles or 14 miles a week. Some days it's raining or it's too cold, and I don't necessarily want to go out and walk in the cold or in the rain, so I make sure that I get in at least 14 miles a week. I've started riding my bicycle, and I have for sure dropped my stress levels. You may even look at me now and say, well, Mark, what are the symptoms? According to WebMD and from personal experience, I can tell you, blurred vision was my first inclination. I had extreme thirst. I always had to have something to drink. Well, of course, then you've got the frequent urination. These are all signs. And fatigue, extreme fatigue. These are all signs of how symptoms that we have for diabetes. You may even ask me, well, how does it really affect your body? Can you just take a shot and move on? Well, you can. But you've got to regulate it, because if you don't, here's what happens. Your kidneys will fail. You could have liver failure. Your pancreas will fail. Or even your eyesight. You could go totally blind. And we all know, as far as our liver goes, that there's no treatment for a bad liver. And then how would you like to spend the rest of your life blind, not being able to see because you've got ulcers on the back of your eyes? Well, it really changed my mental state that day. I went through 3 steps: depression, denial, but now I've come to the acceptance part, to where I accepted it and have decided to do something about it, which leads me to my lifestyle change. You see, according to the Mayo Clinic, there are several things that we can do. We can, number 1, watch the foods you eat. Not just the obvious being sugar, but white flour-based items like bread and stuff like that. White rice even. Potatoes, starchy foods. Foods loaded with preservatives. If you don't believe that preservatives will bother you, look in the floorboard of your car and find that French fry that you left there for 3 weeks ago. It still looks like a French fry. It hasn't decayed. It hasn't gone away. That's called preservatives in our food. One of the things I personally did that helped me lose the weight was I stopped ordering by numbers. You know what I mean? You go to a fast food restaurant, give me a number 2, or better yet, give me a number 3. You know what I'm talking about. So stop ordering by the numbers. And according to Mayo Clinic, also exercise. Exercise is very key, as I've found out personally, by the walking that I do. Mayo Clinic suggests that we walk 30 minutes per day. That we take the stairs at work. We park at the back of the parking lot and walk into work as we go there. Become a nutrition label reader. Learn and be aware of what foods you can eat and which ones you can't, and how they affect your body. Keep a journal. And understand the want and needs of your body. You may want it, but your body may not need it. In conclusion, changing your lifestyle now could save or help you stave off this dreaded type 2 diabetes. Remember, take a walk with your spouse. This helps in lowering your blood pressure, your glucose levels, and it also helps in your communication factor with your spouse. Remember to read the nutrition labels. Pay attention to it. Like I said, even milk has 3 grams of sugar in it. Finally, I want to ask you, will you help you? It's only your life and health that we're talking about. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.